Hello, Mr. Neron here. Welcome to Trespasser or Jurassic Park The Lost World. Trespasser, a game from 1998. This is a mod actually that I downloaded today. It's a huge mod at 700 plus megabyte. So, as an example, the previously biggest mod that I've seen for the mod, when it's combined with the engine and all the stages, we're at 400 something megabyte. This is at 700, but it incorporates, I believe, all the original stages plus two uncut stages, and then they have been changed so that they have a lot of new balancing, new weapons, new items, new dinosaurs, two bosses have been added, and the dialogues have been fully integrated from the original plans. I believe the creator has read the walkthrough of the original 1997 game, and then re-added stuff that we added in the actual 1998 release of the game. It's like 1997 they released I believe a walkthrough or no a strategy guide in which everything was pointed out, and then when the game was released it had cut a lot of stuff and changed stuff because the developers were supposed to release the game together with the movie Lost World Jurassic Park, and that movie released in 1997. And so they were already a bit late when it released in 1998 game, so they were not allowed to continue their development and had to cut a lot of features because they had a deadline and couldn't make everything in time. It's like the company wanted them to finish the game when the movie released in 1997, and they were not allowed to continue too far beyond the movie. So the fact that it even released in 98 shows that it was delayed a little bit. And yeah, they didn't get the time they needed to add all the features. So, and also I believe that some of the stuff were cut because the game. So back then I remember that it took forever to load between the stages. Now it may take maybe 5 seconds or less to load between a stage, but back then it took like 10 minutes to load on a Windows 95 computer. The game was for a Windows 98 computer, of course, but I played it on a Windows 95 and it worked, but it had like 10-minute loading times. It took forever, and it was very slow and laggy in some areas of the game. It was possible to play it. It just were very demanding on the computers at the time. So this is a mod at 700 plus megabit, and we have like two cut stages that have been restored. We have two new bosses, we have balance for the weapons, for the dinosaurs, and we have new puzzles, and we have additional terrain, etc. I believe a lot of fixing too. So it's like the ultimate version of the game, and I've never played it before in this state. So this mod aimed to patch the game and fix bugs and issues in the beginning, but became a much bigger mod where they added the uncut. They added the cut stuff, made it uncut. So it's an uncut version of the Jurassic Park Trespasser, or the Lost World Trespasser. And I played the original game many times, but I've never finished it. I only played like maybe 5 levels or so of the original game. Played the first level a million times, and the second level also a lot of times. But anything after the second level, I believe I played fewer times. I played at least a bit beyond Indian, I believe. The Indian city, I remember doing it when I was a kid. Played with friends, we took turns sitting at the computer and playing. So, but it was fun. You know, it's like a mix between a adventure and a survival horror game. You have the dinosaurs, carnivores and herbivores, and the carnivores will try to kill you, and you have guns and other stuff to defend, but you have very limited shots, so you need to be good at hitting the dinosaurs in the first few shots, or you run out of bullets and you will be eaten, and you need to restart from an earlier save. You need to save a lot in the game. I never played this version, but I played the original, and I tried some mods in 2021. This is a new one. It was first released in March 2025, and latest update was released on July 27th, 2026, so about 12 days ago. I don't know how much sound we will have. Maybe we should be slightly louder. Let's start the game. We might want to change this later. We'll put it on max now for the intro video. Let's start the game.
You're trying to reach is unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Ann, are you there? It's Jill. Pick up the phone. God, don't tell me your mom was serious. You're in Costa Rica? Visiting the natives, huh? Sun, sand, and adventure? My little Indiana Ann, world traveler extraordinaire. Well, give me a call when you get back, okay? By the way, I thought you hated flying.
Auxilio, este es el vuelo CR-17. Hemos perdido poder en un motor. ¡Estamos cayendo!
This took 10 minutes at least on a Windows
God.
95.
This can't be happening. We hit the water like... Marquez? Marquez! Where am I?
Alright. I've seen an even more beautiful version of this when I played the Isla Sorna mod. It was like a mix between... they made it open world and combined the first 3 levels into one giant open world level. It was in March, I believe it released in January 2021, and I read about it in a news update on Trespasser .com, I believe. The modding site for Jurassic Park Trespasser, and on that site I read about it in March or so 2021, downloaded it. Or I did it a few months after, but it was posted on March, or in March. So we can hear when we move over vegetation, etc. We have certain sound. I believe in the original game we had that, but not everywhere. But the modder, that Zeno guy, he has added sound everywhere now. So it's like more polished. And Isla Sorna mod that combined 3 levels into one was unfinished, of course, because the original game has like 8 levels, and this version, for example, has added the 2 missing levels, increasing the levels from 8 to 10 levels. Then, if I'm not mistaken, that the original game had 8 levels. I think it had 8 levels, and the Isla Sorna mod was supposed to combine the game.
It's beautiful here. Must be one of the offshore islands. Cocos, One of the Cinco Muertes, maybe.
So, unlike that one, this is more like the original game. You have different stages, it's not open world, and one big difference with the one that combined the stages was that it had a lot of vegetation everywhere, and this hill was changed. So that you could essentially walk to the area with the guns. Right here, you could essentially move past the training area that we are entering about now. Hope he hasn't added more raptors in the beginning here before we get wet, but then we will be fucked. We'll see. I know in the original game that the resolution was so bad that we couldn't even read the text properly on the barrels. So I have an arm we can move around and pick up stuff with. And the health bar is that heart right there on the breast. It becomes red and when we are close to dying. So we have essentially used this part of the body and that one arm. We have no more. So that the idiot, which is a user, a mother.
Dear diary, plane has crashed on deserted island. Will die a lonely death. Well, I gotta go. Anne.
I saw that the idiot, one of the modders, he had added an entire body for one of his mods, I believe an earlier build of Return to Jurassic Park, or it was something else, but it had like an entire female model instead of just this body and the arm. That could be a good mod. Someone finishes the body and adds legs and a second arm and a head. You can cheat so that you can see your entire body and it looks like just stomach and an arm, nothing more essentially. That mod had an entire female body. I'm not used with this sound because I believe it wasn't really added to most of the vegetation in the original game. So when I hear this sound I instead think it's a raptor or something moving around, but it isn't. Usually there were sound and they ran around as if to warn you of dinosaurs being nearby. But yeah, this is not as impressive as Isla Zona mod that had multiple new vegetation and trees and such. This looks more like the original game, but it was intended to look like the original game, so it's not that surprising. But this one is totally standalone and can essentially play the entire game with all the new additions, etc. And I believe it will be a much better experience than the original game. We'll check some areas before leaving this area. Can move up here, for example. So on ESC we can save the game. You need to name the save. So this one is totally separate from my other installation of Trespasser. I installed in 2021 on an old HDD drive. This one is on an SSD. We jump on Q. It's the same game. It's just interesting to see what they have added here that wasn't in the original game. So we can these things down. Have proper sound. You can grab them by pressing the right button. Few barrels. They are heavy, so you cannot carry them too much. They are heavy. Oops. No, I'm back on X, not on S. On S I move forward actually, but I think S I move forward like I walk. On X I move backward slowly, and on V I move faster forward. I'm used to back on S, that's why I almost fell down there. Used to that in other games. Been a while since I played this. I haven't played this game and mods for it since 2021. But I fell down. We got hurt. You can see on the heart there. We got hurt. I don't know if there are any surprises in these areas. I know that in the original game that there are no dinosaurs in these parts, but we don't know that here.
8 shots.
We have only 8 shots.
Heavier than I thought.
Then on
Keep
E.
it steady.
Then E. You can move it to the back and pick up a different weapon. We have these choices. One is more rare.
8 shots.
We pick up that one. Then we can switch them out.
8 shots.
We need to hold one out of the 2.
8 left.
Cannot pick up any more, sadly. So this is walking speed. And this is running speed. I walk on S. And move backwards on X. I could shoot at these things, but it would waste shots. A little bit weird that the guns are neatly placed out like this for someone to pick up. Would have been more realistic if they had put them on the ground randomly in the grass. Okay, so we are likely to drop the gun too if we try to move out here. Yeah, we'll drop
8 left.
it. So as I remember, we needed to lift some barrels. Get out, maybe. But I think I was able in the past to just... Either we needed to put a barrel here and then jump up there and then out, or we could just squeeze through. I think we could do that, yes. This is a new version of the old game. I am not certain that they haven't added dinosaurs earlier in the stage, so we need to be a bit careful. In the original game we do not have any carnivores until the end of the area, near an area that you need to jump up on something, but here I don't know. Here I have a jeep. You cannot drive any cars in this game. You can go down to like this. You can crunch.
Engine. some kind of... Wait. International Genetic Technologies. That was the company from the dinosaur trial. After the trial, that old guy, John Hammond, wrote a book. He said it was somewhere in Central America. Oh no. Oh God. This is Site B. This is John Hammond's Lost World.
So these graphics were extremely good back when the game released. We had never seen anything like this. This game was before its time. It was so good in graphics that it could hardly run on the computers at the time. Lagged a lot on Windows 95 and had like 10-minute loading screens, like I said, but if you played it on Windows 98, it probably ran a little bit better, but it was still too demanding, even for the computers that it was made for. That's why it's sold so badly, because...
I knew all along this was a stupid idea. There must have been something in the memoir.
My name is John Parker Hammond. I was born on March 14th, 1928.
Hammond? Right.
What follows is a record of certain events in which I took part between the years 1980 and 1997 on an island I will call Site B.
Oh, God. Something like 30 people died here. Professional hunter types, mercenaries.
Site B was not to be a theme park, but a research station. This was where we did the real work.
Alright, so I recall all these things. This game was really demanding at the time. Really demanding. We had never seen anything this good looking. I recall there was a gun here. Can drop the gun by clicking on the right button.
Around 10? Oh, ready to rock.
Pick up this instead. We can see a
And you never even have a
Brachiosaurus
gun.
there.
Except Dad's. On a dare.
Had to drop the other gun. This weapon is better. Rifle. One is a baby, I believe, and one is an adult. I think one is smaller.
Oh, man. He really did it.
Brachiosaur, oldest of our recreations by 50 million years. The only true Jurassic native.
So these dinosaurs looked extremely realistic back then. We had never seen as good models on a computer in a computer game before. They were really amazing, impressive back then, and there were no open world games, so the fact we could move around like this, like in an open world, was new too. This game was very revolutionary and before its time, but it could hardly run on the software or hardware at the time, and it was unfinished. You could still play it, but there were multiple things that they had to cut, made the game a worse experience than what they had promised in the strategy guide that released. And if you look on the like fat cover of the game with CD, you could also see that there were a lot of cool features, like dinosaurs would step into buildings and hunt you like they did in the movies, and none of that was in the actual game. They were like scenes in on the cover of the game of raptors inside buildings hunting the player, and you had like a T-Rex moving in with half its body into a building too. None of that was in the game. It looked way more impressive on the cover, and it was in-game art. It wasn't F&B art. So they cut a lot of stuff that should have been in the game, and it probably would have been in the game if it weren't for two reasons. One reason was that the hardware, as I said, was too weak at the time, so they had to cut some stuff because they simply couldn't make it on the computers back then. Like, for example, they also planned originally to have an open world like this, but without the areas being separated by stages. You see, you have a large stage, and then you enter the end of the stage, and then they have a loading screen that took 10 minutes back then. Now it takes like a few seconds, and then the next stage starts. That is also a large area. In the original plans, they wanted an open world game where there are no loading screens between the areas, and where everything is open world, like the Isla Zona mod tried to do. Where they did essentially just combine the 3 first stages into one big stage. That's the original plan, I believe, for this game, to have it one big world with 8 stages being instead one stage, but it was possible back then to do that, and it was too much for the computers and for the engine, I believe, and because they weren't allowed to, because they were not allowed to failed. Let's drop the weapon then and move these in place.
It's 9.
This will of course be more difficult as we need to finish the puzzles that have been restored. The puzzles in this game are usually difficult because of how the physics work. Annoying to do. Wasted a shot as well. I think the resolution here is of course better than in the original game, so it looks kinda good for this old game. However, the Isla Zona mod looked even better because they added a lot of new vegetation and stuff. I want to play it again. As long as we have full screen, it would be cool. I've never finished it. I finished the first stage pretty much, and then I played the second stage but lost and ended up beginning of the stage at the end. Because you could go back to the older stages. In this version you cannot.
8. 7.
This was impressive back then, like state of the art graphics back in 1998. Like there were no games with an open world like this. And it models this good. Now they look dated. But it's a really cool game for 1998. With far too few dinosaurs. I read somewhere that you can can only have like 6 dinosaurs active in one area at any time. The game can't handle more, and that's of course a problem. It would be cool otherwise to just fill out the areas with herbivores everywhere, so it doesn't look as empty, and then add a few more of the carnivores as well. Of course, in that Zona mode they managed to add more dinosaurs in every area, but not too many. But still enough to be an improvement.
7 shots.
But the main improvement there is that they made an open world where there are no loading screens between the areas. The only problem is that they had only finished the first 3 stages. It wasn't the entire game, and that another benefit is that they have way more vegetation, so you have less of the empty hills and mountains like this, and more trees and vegetation everywhere. It looked more impressive, but this one has 8 stages in one package, so, and that one had 3 stages in one package. So I guess that if you use 3 stages in total, combine them into an open world area, that you still have room for more vegetation and trees and such than if you have 8 stages and separate them with loading screens like in the original. And this version also added 2 extra stages that were cut, the Plantation House and the Pine Valley, that I've never played ever. There are 2 extra areas. In this area that we enter now, we will face a raptor. It's the only raptor in this area. So those guys make the entire area tremble. I still think it looked cool. So the game is a bit scary because it's
Maybe if there's a phone line or a radio.
Because it was supposed to be a horror game.
God,
Survival
someone's
horror.
gotta come get me.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a survival horror game in the beginning, but then the engine didn't really work well with that. It became more of an exploration game. They still have some survival horror elements. So, but because there are so few dinosaurs on each level, you are never really in much action. It's more of an exploration game. But whenever you have a raptor somewhere, like over there, for example, then they really do try to kill you, and you have only a few shots to kill them, and if you fail, you are as good as dead. You cannot take too many bites from the raptor. There is a raptor over there. It's been a while since I played. I might actually miss the raptor.
8 left.
Prefer this weapon with the actual... here we have some kind of cross. You can see where we have where we will shoot. You're supposed to go up that thing over there. So as kids we were really scared of these raptors, etc., because they surprise you and have these annoying sounds that make them sound more dangerous than they are essentially. But yeah, it was supposed to be a survival horror game. That's why the game has some survival horror elements. And we need to kill that dinosaur over there.
So So that's what that food
Fucker.
I'm fine.
Fuck.
I'm fine. Oh, God. Who would have thought that I could do that?
Right, so they have way more comments now, I think, than in the original. And I saw 2 episodes of a Let's Play on YouTube by the idiot, and he played the original game, but he had enabled new features in the original game. For example, after he killed the Raptor here and another Raptor on the second stage, the Raptor weren't dead like this. Instead, the Raptor did some sounds, like if it was hurt, etc., and then it dies. It's like it had death animations with head and sounds. It would move its head and body like it's hurt, and then it would make sounds as if it had been shot. So it was more immersive, essentially. They removed that from the original game, and it seems to not be in this mod. But I believe that the idiot is using the same CE engine, and that it's a feature in the CE engine that can be re-enabled to make the dinosaurs essentially sound. They will make sounds, etc., after they have been shot and won't die immediately. It's more realistic, but also a bit more grim. Another cool thing was that when you shoot them, they have blood splatter. That was the case in the past as well. And there will be blood on the ground too. Don't know why we have sound. Why we have sound like there are more raptors here. Sounds like there is a raptor here.
Velociraptor, a small theropod native to China and Mongolia. Pack hunter, quite vicious and quite intelligent.
Velociraptors. The killers.
Sounds like there are more here. What? Deer. There is a raptor over there. The problem with this game too is that sound from phones and raptors, etc., sounds like it's coming straight from the main characters. It's closer than the actual model. It's like the sound sounds more close, which makes the game a bit more scary, because back then they didn't have the ability to give the actual NPC models sound. Instead, the sound is given in the same way you get the voice lines from the character, and that's why that raptor over there sounds like it's way closer than it is. And as you can hear, it's the same sounds as from the Lost World movie, and yeah, it's the sounds essentially that made the game scary. Sure, the raptors looked very realistic too back in the day.
7 shots.
Maybe we'll use the rifle. Wonder if there are more than one too. Yeah. Here it is. In the original game there was a raptor behind that stone over there. Here it's over there. maybe there are 2. Or they moved it a little bit. I think yeah, that's the one. I remember the one over there. That one was always in the game. The one over there is new. There were only one in the original. Now there are 2. Making it more dangerous. This is why this version is a little bit more interesting. Because you expect some of them, but then they might have re-added some that weren't there in the past. Oh, there's a third one. Unless it's the same as the other, but we can clearly see that there are 2. Might be 3. I know that the original game only had 1, so this one is dangerous. In comparison, I don't want to waste shots neither. I want them to come closer. If this game had been more modern, I believe that it would have been more impressive. Then they could have had way more than just 6 dinosaurs in the same area. And the areas would be less empty. And also the grass, etc. would have looked better. I saw that the idiot had made a version that had an HD where everything looked very modern. It's still limited, I believe, to 6 dinosaurs in an area. Unless I'm wrong, but I think it was still limited. But it looked way more beautiful. We'll have to try that too. The reason I tried this one is because it's the original game but enhanced, and because it was an easy extract, download the folder, extract it anywhere on the computer and launch it through the exit file, and it worked. The others I will need to launch the mods individually and use an older setup that worked on Windows 7, but I don't know if it will work now. 2 Raptors next to each other. Yeah, it certainly was the sounds especially that made this game scary as a kid. Because they are closer to you than the actual raptor. The game also had like different modes for the dinosaurs, like they could eat, they could like do different behaviors, eat, be aggressive, be friendly, be neutral. But in the original game they cut all of that. They had experimented with giving them different like emotions or so, but then decided to cut it and just put them on aggressive, so the carnivores tried to kill you at all times. And they also had a mode where they could like attack other animals, other dinosaurs. I believe they still did that to some extent. For example, the Raptors, the two Raptors that spawned together with the Triceratops would attack the Triceratops, and the Triceratops would usually kill them. But in a rare case or so, I've seen the Triceratops be the one that died instead. And then there was a Stegosaurus that sometimes would kill a raptor or so, and then would die. Because they were 2, and then there were a Tyrannosaurus that would fight raptors and kill the raptors, just like in the movie. But yeah, it was intended that the dinosaurs would act very realistic, as if they were real animals, but then in the official game it got cut and they were instead put on aggressive mode at all times. And many mods have changed that so that they are more realistic. I don't like that both of them are so close to each other. I don't want to be attacked by 2 at the same time, which I might be here. I think they can sense me, that's why the other one haven't moved away. like it can sense us, but it has problems moving on the terrain. Would like to kill one at a time.
Six.
I don't know if he hit it, but I think so. That looks dangerous. Problem is we have a limited amount of shots here. If we miss, we are dead essentially. So we could essentially save the game again. Bit too far away there. I think I hit one of them. It's falling constantly, but I don't know. He also ran into the trees and get knocked by the physics. Knocked down by the physics there. Having two of them at the same location makes it a lot more difficult. Try to just run past them too. It's probably unlikely to work. There is a cheat in this game where if you jump around you can escape them essentially. I like the realistic sounds. Kind of bugged out and it died. So essentially they I believe in the original game they could even jump like in the movies. They can't do that in the release, but so at least one mod re-enabled the jumping, which made them way more scary. In the original game they were supposed to be able to jump and they attack, and they were also supposed to have different emotions. Oh, it got it. Perfect.
Velociraptors. The killers.
Is there a third one?
About 20.
20, that's really good. I don't think it necessarily died immediately. That might have been this one. So maybe they have enabled the sounds, and they are almost when they are shot and dying, but when it wasn't a clear
2 shots.
shot.
About 20. 2 shots. 2 shots.
Okay, say the game again. So you did defeat them. It would be annoying if you had to redo it. Now we don't know if the creators have added any more surprises. So you can hear on the sound if there are any carnivores. Otherwise we'll finish the first stage soon. Change the gun.
About 20.
20 shots. So in the Isla Zona mod they had made this area connect
This was the
next.
place. This used to be just an urban myth.
The technology, the real trick of it, is still in there. In a darkened room in an empty building with a dirty floor, it waits. The flashpoint, the origin of Jurassic Park.
So essentially when you jump, you move up this thing and then you jump down, then you will have a loading screen and then it will start the next stage, and on a modern computer it will take just a few seconds, but if you had a Windows 95 it would take like 10 minutes before the loading had finished, and then you start the second stage, but on the Isla Zona mode you would just end up on the other side immediately, no loading screen at all. It was more impressive. And then there is the second stage is much larger. I think the first stage was larger too, but the second
Welcome to the
stage...
city of tomorrow.
I can picture them, moving cautiously through the dusty rooms in bulky biohazard gear, clutching rifles, poring over our records, reading our files.
This is some old radio. Let's
2 shots.
Welcome to Site B, an InGen research facility. For centuries, mankind has wondered about the dinosaurs, the largest land animals
Looks like
ever
20.
to have lived. Now, thanks to breakthrough technology...
Alright. So to end this stage, you just need to jump down on the other side. Will trigger a loading screen. However, on the Isla Zona mod we would be able to just jump down and continue, and it was way larger and way less outdated. I mean the hills would have way more trees and vegetation. It looked really impressive. Then you could just finish that stage too, and then you had a new stage, I believe the third stage. It wasn't in the original game, I believe it was a restored stage and they had only done half of it. And I checked the Trescom site recently and it looked like the Isla Zona mod hadn't been updated since 2021. Sadly, so there is no additional stages yet for it. I'd also done some videos on Return to Jurassic Park. It had multiple different betas. I believe the latest beta was the most beautiful one, released in 2020 or so, but then it had like older ones that I believe were more playable. The latest one had like the most impressive terrain and stuff, but the older one had some areas that were fully playable. You just needed to use a cheat to get to the playable areas because it's like a huge mod. Many unfinished areas and you cannot manually move from one area to the other. It's an open world, but because it's unfinished you cannot go there by foot. If you used the sheet to transport you to the next location, you could then end up in areas that were fully playable. For example, that mod is based on the first movie, and you ended up in the area, the research facility, I believe, and it was fully playable. I did some videos there. I did one where I died inside the research facility because there was a raptor there that killed me, and that raptor was pretty cool. It could move on tables and such. And then I believe that I tried to get the T-Rex to hunt me there, but then it crashed, and I hadn't saved. I will need to redo it from the start. We'll see. I tried starting the Lagoon, a different mode, and it didn't have full screen. So I am worried that those mods will not have full screen because I'm playing on a Windows 10 now. My computer is the same computer, but it's updated to Windows 10 back on March 7th, 2025. Back when I played in 2021, it was Windows 7, it worked perfectly, but some of the older games, they have gotten a really small screen since I updated to Windows 10, which is a problem.
Who do they think?
Fuck! We died. Because we failed to jump in time. So when we die, we get this red heart on the breast, and then we just lay here. But if, and we do not get game over, so we will have to quit or load a save. If the dinosaurs kill us, they will actually eat from our body. So we will actually see the raptors or albertosauruses or T-Rexes. They will actually move down and eat from our body. So this game was intended to be very realistic. And originally the dinosaurs were even more realistic. They had multiple different behaviors, which I think is a great thing, that they can act differently. It's actually like a real animal. And also there were a few modes where they jump. I think the Jurassic Park Dark Secrets, I think, have jumping raptors, which is way more scary. They cannot move. If you move up to a box, for example, they can never hurt you in this version and in the official game because they can't jump. But when you enable jumping, then I imagine they can jump up on boxes and such. It would make the game way more difficult. But that feature was not in the official game. It was in the files. You could re-enable it by editing the files, as modders have done. I don't know if it works with CA though. I know it worked with the other engine that Dark Secrets is using, because they do jump in that mod. It's really cool. Okay, let's load the game, and I might actually have I saved here. I forgot to save. We will need to listen to the narrator again. I thought I had saved before jumping that place, but I didn't for some reason. Okay. Didn't know that.
Looks like 20.
We'll have to save when we are up there after we have listened to the narrator, so you don't have to walk again through the Raptors.
This was the place. This used to be just an urban myth.
The technology, the real trick of it, is still in there. In a darkened room in an empty building with a dirty floor, it waits. The flashpoint, the origin of Jurassic Park.
Two shots. One. Empty. 15 or so.
original game I don't believe I ever had 20 shots or something. I could be wrong. I believe we only had like 8 or so. I don't know.
Welcome to the city of tomorrow.
I can picture them, moving cautiously through the dusty rooms in bulky biohazard gear, clutching rifles, poring over our records, reading our files.
Welcome to Site B, an InGen research facility. For centuries, mankind has wondered about the dinosaurs, the largest land animals ever to have lived. Now, thanks to breakthrough technologies...
Right, we'll save here. So while these areas look very empty now and unimpressive, it was super impressive back in 1998. This was state of the art in 1998. Too much for the computers, but good, we did it. We triggered the loading screen.
I wonder what they left here.
The mysterious John Hammond. Shady investor, multimillionaire, jovial mad scientist.
Try weird psycho old guy.
Jesus. That raptor will kill us. Alright, we will die if it comes any closer. Usually we will take a gun at that box over there behind the raptor and then we'll kill that raptor. That's in the original game, but now it showed up before we had picked up the gun, and we do not keep the weapons that we had in the previous stage. Or on the previous stage, we are dead. You cannot back any further. We have no weapons. They will kill us. Let's see what they did here. I believe this raptor would never move out of that area. There it was. Over there in the past. Seems to have problems moving down the hill for now. I don't know if it can kill us, but it probably can. Even though the dinosaurs have problems moving in certain areas. It can sense the player and tries to kill us, but is constantly hindered by the terrain. Now it will kill us, sure. It left, what? Hopefully it won't come back. Damn, it comes back. We could jump away from it. We are dead. I won't jump because it will be cheating. He will die. There is a cheat where if you jump they cannot catch you. Essentially. It's eating from our body. Kinda like how they eat from the player and you don't get the game over screen. It makes it more realistic and scary when you can see yourself being eaten by the dinosaur after you die. It's literally chugging the flesh of the character. Whatever. Excuse my poor English, I mean, I'm a Swedish guy. But anyway. It was actually unexpected that the dinosaur would come here. It always was on the other side of that, like, box or whatever, but it never would come to this place and kill us. So it would always get to pick up the gun in that box there. Because when you leave the previous stage, you lose your previous weapons, and then you need to go to that box right there, the grey box, and then pick up the gun inside of it, then kill this raptor. But the raptor should have already done that. I waited too long before doing it. And this never happened in the original, I'm pretty sure. And on the Isla Zona mode, when we jump down, it's a part of the same stage. So we would keep all the guns from the previous stage, but because there is a loading screen here, we do not keep our guns. We were totally defenseless against this raptor. We could have tried to run. Of course, if you use the jump cheat, we would have been able to survive, but that ruins the realism and the fun. You like to jump away from a dinosaur. It's a gameplay. It's a gameplay thing if you want to survive without dying. Now it moved away because it had eaten enough. The player, maybe it will come back and eat more. Yeah, it's literally eating us. Swallowing our flesh. Imagine if they made a game like this in, today, with modern graphics and without any censorship, could show away. Always loved how the Raptors were so realistic in this game. Back in '98 it was super realistic. Even though we had an older version of the game. Alright, yeah. Alright, so we died. 3. We tried to kill that raptor. It's on the other side of that wall. It's a shame that because we have a loading screen, we cannot use these guns on it. It's on that side. We need to hurry and take that gun from the box, which is difficult, and it can literally move into this area. I believe it never did when I played it in the past. I think it's been given more freedom to move here, which makes it difficult. That's bad. And I don't like how we don't keep the guns when we leave the area. That's why I like this Isla Zona mode. That would have exact same equipment when we move down. We are not unarmed. But also just try to run away. Then it might follow us. We could go for the locked the locker or whatever, and we risk being killed before we have picked up the gun. The raptor might be closer to us than we think. Could just try to run for it too, but I believe there are other raptors over there. So if you don't have a gun, I think we get a different gun on the way to the other raptors and the stegosaurus, but I don't know if anything has changed. It's not good to be unarmed. obviously. Let's see.
I wonder what they left here.
The mysterious John Hammond. Shady investor, multimillionaire, jovial mad scientist.
Try weird stuff. Oh my. That's it.
Good, thank God, but we lost all the shots now. We have no shots left. Damn. Still alive. I think it's still alive. Now it shot it smart. We lost too many shots there, killing that raptor. Need a new gun. I wonder what the purpose was of this little area.
An idea brought me awake one morning in New York. I almost didn't write it down.
I was a freshman when they had the first rumors. We watched it on the TV news in the common room, drinking cocoa from the kitchen. I said it would be nothing. Just another cold fusion.
There is a Stegosaurus.
6 left.
Here we got another gun. Perfect. Because there are raptors here too. They will attack the Stegosaurus, I believe. They can attack us too. The Stegosaurus can kill them.
If a mosquito sucked the blood of a dinosaur 100 million years ago, the insect is then covered in tree sap, which, over the millennia, becomes amber.
We can also be killed by the Stegosaurus, so they are not harmless. See, they have these like horns on the tail. Should be a raptor.
6 rounds.
We only have 6 rounds.
The insect is preserved.
I think the raptor is right there.
But you see, and here's the clever
Right
part.
there. I want the
Wouldn't
gun
the
right now.
dinosaur blood be preserved as well?
Let's kill it. It's too far away from the Stegosaurus. We don't have time to try and get it to move there. Also, when I played the version where they fought, maybe it had something on which caused it to attack other animals. Maybe that is not on here. Good, now they are close. They wanted to attack the Stegosaurus rather than us. So the Stegosaurus is food too for the raptor. Let's see. Good, it's going for it, I think. Dinosaur and dinosaur action. There will be blood splatter between. When it bites another dinosaur, there will be blood splatter. just like if it's shot. And imagine if they could jump on other dinosaurs like they could in the Dark Secrets mod. Way more like in the movies, realistic. You're gonna act as if Jurassic Park is realistic anyway. Let's see which one will win here. I've seen the Raptor kill the Stegosaurus in the past. I've also seen the Stegosaurus kill the Raptor. It's not certain who would win. It is attacking the Stegosaurus. You see it's opening its mouth. Fuck, it's coming for us. I don't want that. We'll kill it if it tries to kill us instead of the Stegosaurus. I had no choice. Yeah, it makes sounds when it's dying. That's new for the CE engine, I believe. It was a feature. Doing these death sounds. And it opens its mouth too.
One shot.
One shot. So I wanted it to fight the Stegosaurus, but it ended up too close to me, so it would have killed me instead. I had no choice. So this is the Stegosaurus. It can kill us too. Its tail. It's a carnivore, so it doesn't want to kill us unless we get too close to the tail. I wonder if they've added any new dinosaurs here. In the original game there was only one. We don't know that here.
One shot left.
And I remember now that you needed to shoot at these boxes to put them, get them to fall down. That will we lose our last shot.
Empty.
The blood holds DNA.
Another gun,
spiral
perfect.
of genetic code. Abracadabra.
All right, I admit it, Hammond. You're clever.
Skull. The military helmet or guard helmet or whatever.
6 rounds.
6, that's good. We can play the second level too. A part of it. At least past the Triceratops. That's a classic encounter. Played this many times in the original game. We don't know if there are any dangerous dinosaurs here. I'm supposed to follow the road, but now I'm
6 left.
Sunlight angled down through the dusty air in Norman's office, and I leaned against a solid oak table as I outlined my plans for international genetic technologies.
Can move down here. This is a restored area, I believe. Oh, it sounded like a raptor here. Somewhere. Didn't sound safe down there. We need to be a little bit more careful. But there is a raptor there. It makes sense because in the original game, when you went to that jeep, which I didn't do, I believe, or I did but forgot about it. I believe that there were no raptors in that area, but you still got a voice telling you like that a catastrophe happened and that and you heard screams and gunshots, and but the Raptor was removed. Now the mother has re-added the Raptor there, so that we would actually fight the same fate unless we kill it, of course. Let's save right here. In case we fuck up, then we want to restart exactly there. Oh fuck. He died. I fucked up. Now you get eaten. Okay, let's load. What? Runtime error. Crashed. Let's exit. That sucked. Hopefully it won't happen when I restart the game. Because I saved here so that we could start at the same location. I see they added a Raptor here so that we would have the same fate as the other people if we do not kill it. Makes sense. I believe it was a cut area. They left the jeep and the sound, but they didn't keep the actual Raptor. Okay, and we will restart it. No,
My name is John Parker Hammond.
Okay, load. We have 2 saves. I don't know what happened with the others. Oh, now we are here. So might need our shots.
1 shot.
Only 1 shot. That's not good. Yeah, this area was in the original game, but the Raptor was removed.
Looks like it ran off the trail for some reason.
InGen standard safari vehicle. State of the art.
Oh my.
The hunters scattered, their prearranged hunting routes forgotten. Only a third of their number appeared at the rendezvous.
1 shot.
Here are the skulls. So in the original game you had the jeep, you had this sound and the voice. But you didn't have the gun here, I believe. It was removed. And you didn't have the Raptor. It was like a cut area to some extent. Some of it was left in the game. And other stuff was removed. And it just makes the game more complete than they have included it in the game. Only have 1 shot with this. I think we'll go for the other
About 20.
weapon. Found a really cool weapon, a shotgun, I believe. Move back to the Raptor. And then move back to the road. We are not missing anything. I've never really gone off-road before, maybe when I was a kid, but I don't remember. I saw on a video that Jeep today actually, so I knew about Jeep and the sound, but I saw that in the video where the idiot played the original game, there were no Raptor there and no gun or rifle. So that's why that's been added. And I don't remember if there were dinosaurs here or not. Ah, there's where we went up, I believe. And then we would come here. See, and then we move this way. And I wouldn't be surprised if there is another Raptor somewhere here. These two. I mean, in the original game, I believe there were no one over there, but there were one next to this house instead, I think. I know also that we found a gun or a rifle inside that house. I hear the sound of a Raptor now. Yeah, that Raptor was in the original game. That's the one we needed to fight. That's why I wanted to go back to the road so we knew where we were. So I can recognize the area. Need to be fast and kill it. Good. 17. So yeah, we have way more shots now.
One shot.
I am certain that we only had like
15 or so.
very few shots in the original. Oh, here's
One
a
shot.
gun with more
8
shots.
shots.
Way better. It's a shame we can only carry
Hello?
2.
$15 or so. Yeah, bill me. No dinosaurs in here. I guess this was just construction. The real facility could be miles away. 8 shots.
There were no dinosaurs in here because we killed that raptor over there. It was supposed to be here. It came from here. Okay, and we found this weapon here. Really good weapon. It was in the original game. Over here we have the Triceratops and the 2 Raptors, and they usually attack each other. Usually the Triceratops will kill the Raptors, but sometimes the Raptors will kill the Triceratops instead. Maybe there are more dinosaurs before we get to the Triceratops. This is the new version after all. The unofficial patch. I think the Triceratops is right around that corner. Here's the road, by the way. I usually would go in that direction instead of here. Now we can look down on them instead.
It was the flowering of an ambition born 50 years ago. 50 years struggle come to this.
But there we have the Triceratops. There we have a waterfall. Water effects. Could just jump down here. I think we'll go the way we usually did. I've never taken this path before. I always followed this road, so we'll do it now too. This is how I did it as a kid and as a teen and even as a young adult. I moved past this stone here, whatever it is, and found the Triceratops right here and the 2 Raptors that are attacking it. You see there are 2 Raptors attacking the Triceratops. If you get too close, they will attack us, otherwise they will attack the Triceratops. The Triceratops is usually more strong than they are.
Right? They don't know their names.
Triceratops, with the Tyrannosaur, one of the last dinosaurs to live naturally on our planet.
I'm getting worried. Maybe the Raptors will win against the Triceratops. It's hurt. It's being attacked from 2 Raptors. It's stumbling. I don't want to get too close. It's fleeing from the raptors now. Usually I would kill them, but... Oh, I've never seen it move that fast in the old game. It was really fast. It used to be really slow. There it literally ran. Never seen that. It usually just move extremely slow. And kill them in a few seconds. Here it jumps around and... We will have to kill the raptor now maybe. If it comes back... We'll take care of you. We killed one of them. It was a threat. See the blood when it bites the Triceratops. So they do attack each other. I always like that, but I don't want the Triceratops to kill us neither. It can kill us. It gets too close. It's a carnivore, but it will kill us with those horns if you get too close, and it might get angry when it's bitten by the raptor and it might kill us in its anger. Need to back away so the raptor won't attack us. Jesus, we might be killed here in the corner. Hopefully the Triceratops won't come here. We have the raptor, it wants to eat the Triceratops. Killed its partner because it was too close to my character, and yeah, the Triceratops killed the other raptor. That was perfect for us. Good job. Move to the waterfall now. Might be more raptors here. This is the waterfall.
I rode south along the coast. Bus stationed in the early morning. Eating vending machine food in the fluorescent light. Stepping out of the bus in Mexico City. I shouldered my knapsack. Felt the heat wash over me. It was good to be alone. To be nobody for a while.
This is the water. It has its like effects when we touch it, which I like, but it looks a bit outdated when you look at it like this. It has some weird like dots. And the waterfall itself looks really dated. So there the water. I knew we would get a voice if we stood next to it. This game will always give you a voice when you are next to something that looks different from the rest of the scene. Let's move past the Triceratops now. Move over there. There's the dead. I believe in the original game we would have had a new area here. Instead of this dead end, we would be able to move to like an unfinished part of the game there. Here it seems to be a dead end, so nothing to do here. Here we have the dead raptor. Because they have restored those areas that they removed. And so they have removed them from these areas instead. Jesus. Sounded like a carnivore there. We're supposed to move over there. Move up over that gate. I don't know if it finishes the stage, but I think it does. Meaning we will be on the third stage. I think we are supposed to move up there. I think there might be another Raptor here. Stick to the sides for now. In the original game I don't believe there was a Raptor here, but you never know what the mother might have added. The two and the Triceratops were in the official game. If there is another one, it's new. You can hear the sound. It might be on the other side of the wall, to be honest. The sound of this game that is kinda makes the game a bit scary, and when you play it, like you jump off your seat because of this sound. More than the graphics. Back in the day it was the graphics too.
15 or so. 7 shots.
We had 2 weapons. In the original game we never had 15 shots. I believe we had like 5 shots or 8 shots at the most. Maybe even worse. Maybe we had like 3 shots.
Damn it! Oh god. Okay. Calm down.
There is a sound nearby. I can't see any dinosaur. Let's move up that hill. It feels a bit like Jurassic Park, the movie, when you have these scare sounds that you are not prepared for. In the Jurassic World movies, I believe they made... I didn't like them as much because they removed the horror from the movies. They made them PG-13. I believe the old movies were also PG-13, but they had way more horror elements. It's like a PG-13 movie in the 90s were more scary than a PG-13 movie in the 2010s. So without the horror...
Sun's in the west, I think. Which means that mountain I saw from the beach must be north.
North. Let's move here now. So that we do not miss out on anything. Ah, there we have a different dinosaur. I can't... that's a herbivore, I believe herbivore. In one of the mods, I believe the Alstasona mod, it would follow me for some reason. Like a stalker. Not that it didn't want to eat me, it just followed me for some reason. I know we were supposed to move over that fence if we wanted to end the stage, but now I wanted to explore a bit. And I think there are more carnivores in this area too. Here we have another dinosaur. Dead one. Dead carnivore. That's a new one. That one was in the original game, I believe. Here it doesn't stop me. It's not dangerous unless it steps on me. Maybe I can be killed if it steps on me, but otherwise it should be harmless. It has way more motions now. Like making sounds and stuff. I don't believe it did that in the original. It was less alive. If I'm not wrong. Makes it look more realistic.
Isla Sorna. Costa Rica lay to the east, a quiet neighbor, to the west, open water, and the shipping lanes of the Pacific. The southern beach looked out over trackless ocean, down past Peru all the way to Antarctica.
So here we get the sound from the girl from the Lost World movie. I don't know if there are any I don't know if there are any smaller carnivores here like in the movie. Could be. There is a giant skeleton there. Heavy effects when we walk in the water, which is impressive for an older 1998 game. Let's move over here. I think the beach is larger now than in the past. I don't recall it being this large. Let's move over there to that plane part. I believe it's a part of the plane. That's washed up the beach. This stage was larger than I first remembered.
Hello? Marquez? Are you there? ¿Estás ahí? He was shouting when we went down. Just trying to level us out.
Yeah, that's a part of their plane. Another part. Another one. I've never really been in these parts. I don't recall. I just went for the exit of the stage, never really explored all of the details, unless I misremember. We have some boxes. You cannot destroy boxes in this game. They do not have anything inside that you can get or anything. This area is very large now, that's for sure. Looks like it sounds like there are raptors over there. Yeah. In the Jurassic Park movie, I believe there were like those mini carnivores that attacked the family and the girl. Rid of the Raptor. Perfect. There's another one over there. It's a very vast area, it makes sense to have more than one here. We will, of course, save the game in case we fuck up. It's easy to fuck up in this game if we don't want to replay anything. Another one dead. Perfect. These groans that they make before they die, they were cut from the official game. It could be re-enabled the files by modders. growths, I mean growths or whatever. Yeah, so we'll move closer to the forest, see if we missed anything. So we had to face 2 more raptors here. Can move up here too. Cannot move up everywhere. Some places it's just too steep. No, we cannot move up there. Here we have a bug tree in the air. Lower part we're missing there. I always thought that this game lacked other humans. It would have been more fun if it would have like an NPC follower or something. It would be less scary, of course, which is probably why we do not have that. But it would be fun if we had like a team, like we were 5 people or 10 people or something, maybe 5, and then our team members get eaten here and there. But there was a limit on how many dinosaurs you could have. You could only have like up to 6 dinosaurs in an area, and because of this, I guess adding humans wouldn't have worked. Here we have another raptor, so we need to save the game in case we die. We don't have to refight the previous raptors. We have 3 raptors in this part. Fuck.
About 15.
It's retreating because it's hurt. We couldn't shoot because we're out of ammunition with the other
Empty.
weapon.
About 15.
We were out of ammunition. It was just luck that I managed to refill the time. Don't know where the raptor went. Jesus, you cannot drop the fucking gun. It's easy to drop the gun in this game if you...
15.
God. It's easy to drop the gun if you would have hand into trees and other stuff, obviously. Alright, I think this is the first time I've ever been in this place. I don't know if it's new for this version or it was in the previous version too. There might still be dinosaurs. They killed 3 in this area now. There were 2 with the Triceratops. Okay, so that's 5, and then there were 2 others. 7, but I don't know how many can be next to each other, if that's the limit. They can have like 3 in the same area, or 6. This stage has had 7 now, plus the Triceratops. No, it's had more. We also had the ones in the beginning. It's like 9 Raptors and the Stegosaurus as well. This is a vast area. I think it's an expanded area. I think it was smaller in the original. Way smaller, as I remember. more raptors over here. Have that herbivore over there for sure.
Looks like 12.
12 shots, okay. I do not know the name of that dinosaur. I know the name of the others. As a kid I knew the name of every single dinosaur, but I've forgotten most of the names now. This was a more modern game. We could have had way more dinosaurs in each area. You see the areas are too empty in my opinion. But there were limits on how many dinosaurs the engine could have at once, which is a shame. And of course, if you play the HD version of, for example, the first stage, it looked much better. I will try that later. Unfortunately, we do not have the entire game in HD.
About a dozen.
Here we have a car. Let's go over there. That car was very large. We cannot even look into it. It's too tall.
Looks like 12.
Oh, there is the Triceratops. Or is that another Triceratops? Because I do not recall. I do not recall that it was in this area. I thought it was a carnivore. It makes some dangerous sounds. Like it sounds like a carnivore, like a T-Rex or something.
Looks like 12.
That might be a different one. There we have a raptor. I'm pretty sure we have a raptor over there. So this is a different Triceratops. A different raptor. I've never been in this part before. Don't know if it's new or old. But because the raptor is alive and we have another Triceratops here, it's another area. Could be new for this version of the mod, or I mean for this version of the game, or it could be old, but I've never really gone to this area before. The raptor is right there, but it seems bugged. It just stands there. It's not moving. It seems to be bugged. Could easily kill it now, but hey, it's moving, it's not. I think it will be killed by the Triceratops. This was really impressive when I first played the game. To see the Raptors attack the Triceratops and the Stegosaurus, etc. As it's very realistic for a 1998 game, if you think of it as a real life simulator with dinosaurs. We ended up in the front of the Raptor. We had no choice but to kill it. And also the Triceratops would have killed us. I would have preferred to watch the Triceratops and the Raptor fight each other, but you know, like back in the day. But we ended up in the middle of that fight. The Raptor would have attacked us. We needed to avoid the Triceratops, or it would have killed us instead.
This is like hiking in the woods behind my house. We used to pretend we were on a spy mission.
A forest this wild, this unknown, has not been seen by any human since the great hunters of the early Pliocene.
He's right. This is what they must have faced. Endless wilderness. Total mystery.
Yeah, the problem is we do not have endless bullets. Alright, so because if we had been hit by those horns of the Triceratops, we would have died. So I needed to move out of the way, and because the Raptor was right in front of us, we had no choice but to kill it, or it would have attacked us instead of the Triceratops. So unlike the first stage where we couldn't go anywhere else, it was very limited in scope. This stage is actually vast. And as we can see, something is... Oh shit! Albertosaurus, I believe that is. Really jump away from that one. I told you I wouldn't jump, but I didn't expect the fucking Albertosaurus there. Some of the Trespasser modes disable the jumping ability, so that you cannot jump a lot. There is like a resting phase. Here we have the Triceratops. We have 12 shots.
8 left.
8 left. Triceratops won't follow us. Save here. Seems most of our saves disappear, so we can only have like 2 saves found. I would like the Raptors to follow us all the way here, but I also believe that we can kill the Albertosaurus, but we cannot kill... we cannot kill the Tyrannosaurus, I believe. At least not when I tried it in the past as a kid. Here it is. Jesus. Stage became way more interesting now. Jesus, there it is. I don't think you will save here. Don't know where the Albertosaurus went. So there, behind the Triceratops. I wanted them to face off, but I don't want it to eat me, so we will be careful. We need to move back. Jesus. Will it ignore the Triceratops is the question. It ignored the fucking Triceratops. This used to work in the official game, but I don't know if it works here. We might die if it actually can hunt us. Yeah, it seems faster in this game. Yeah, we are dead. They changed the game so that we can actually be hunted when we jump. The past, when we jumped, they couldn't do shit. Jesus, the Albertosaurus ignored the Triceratops and ignored the other herbivore and went straight for us. I had wanted it to actually attack the Triceratops, that's why I counted it all the way to the Triceratops. Here it is.
8 left.
Jesus, it's followed us all the way here. The Albertosaurus, unlike the Raptors, can follow you for extreme distances, and unlike the Raptors, it actually do not. Alright, number 1, it actually do not attack the herbivores and will attack us. Instead, it ignores everyone else. So we are, also I believe in the original game they would never have been able to follow us this far, and if there are like hindrances like that they would never have been able to follow us, but here it can follow me everywhere it seems. And we look like we are about to die, and yeah, the Dark Secrets mod had a very cool feature where the Raptors could jump. That's the only thing missing here, because the Raptors are less dangerous when you can't jump, when they can't jump, because you can jump up on stuff and then they can't do anything to you. But when they had the jumping ability, they could actually kill you, even if you jump up on stuff, so it would be way more dangerous. This Albertosaurus, on the other hand, seems to be able to do just what they couldn't. Not good. Really wants to kill me.
7, 2, I can't believe this.
Thank God. This is the dinosaur that followed us all the way here. We got it, but now we have no shots left. Yeah, the models are dated. There are mods that improves the graphics too. Like makes it way more impressive. Kinda disappointed that they didn't attack the other dinosaurs and it went for us instead. I died. Should be collision.
Empty.
I have no gun now. It shocked me that it could move all the way over here. I'm certain that in the original game that they would never be able to move down steep passages like that, and they were limited, so they would would run back after a while. Here it had no limit on how far it would run. And you were close to it. And sadly it ignored all the other dinosaurs. Now we are at guns, so if you find another raptor we will be fucked. So maybe it's time to finish the stage. But I believe we need a gun to I believe shoot down those boxes. We might need to go back to that place where I had a few other things. So it ignored that dinosaur entirely. I hoped it would kill at least that one. No, it ignored it. And the weirdest part is that in the original game, if you ran like this, if you walked, you were too slow to escape anything. If you ran, you were often too slow. And if you jumped like this, you would always be able to run away. But as we saw, the giant Albertosaurus almost got us, almost killed us. It's like we almost failed at jumping away from it. Maybe it's not as effective as it used to be, I don't know. It used to be a cheat. You just jump like this and you get away from anything, including the T-Rex. You need to still avoid that one. Let's move here first and see what else is over here. But we could probably save the game again. Okay. We don't have to kill the Albertosaurus again. We are not hurt at all. This game is still fun, and yeah, especially now when there are some new stuff I have never seen before. It's a problem we do not have any guns or ammunition anymore. We need to go back probably and get some weapons if there are more carnivores here. We'll be warned by the sound. I think it's an Albertosaurus. That's what I thought when I was a kid anyway. I believe this path should move us back to the beginning of the stage. This could be wrong. Yeah, this stage was huge compared to the first stage. The first stage felt like a mini stage in comparison. This forest would have been extremely impressive in 1998. Might be something dangerous here. Skeleton here. Oh, a gun. Perfect.
Looks like 7.
A skeleton. That's not good. Including feet, head, and helmet. Good that we have a gun. Can put it on the back for now. So we don't drop it by touching a tree or something. right. I believe there should be raptors here somewhere. So the point of this game is that it should be like a survival horror adventure. An adventure with survival horror essentially, but yeah, it tells exactly what Jurassic World is like.
7 shots.
There is a raptor, so I think it's time to save.
They're empty.
Fuck you! Ah, we won! Perfect, we lost all the shots. That was good. If there are more, we are dead. We might be to load the save and anyway, because we lost too many shots killing that raptor. Should have been able to kill it in 1 or 2 shots, but it took 7 rounds. I suspect they have more than 1 here. If there are more than 1, we'll load the save. So we are out of shots, we needed that gun. I think there are more over here. We are walking into a death trap right now. Unless it's the death sounds of the other one, but I think there is another one here. Should have been more careful with the shots. There is another one, I will have to load a save. Wait a second. I think, now I remember. So we were supposed to move over the fence by shooting at those boxes and then putting them on each other, and then we would be able to jump over the fence, and then we would reach an area where we could move up to this area we see there. Then we're supposed to move on that like road or like bridge or whatever, but because we went this way we got around the area, so it's possible to go around, which I didn't know. That might be possible in the original game or not, I don't remember. I've never taken this route before, but we saw there were 2 raptors at least, and there were the giant Albertosaurus, just dangerous, and there were the 3 raptors at the beach too. But now we have gone around that area where we needed to move over the fence, so we have passed that. The problem is that there are a lot of raptors below that bridge, or whatever it is, so we will never survive this, because you're supposed to move on that bridge right there, and then the raptors can't do anything to you because they are beneath it, but because we are now on the ground and cannot move up to it unless we go back to where the fence ended, I believe that we will have all the raptors here that will sense us, and we will be hunted and killed. If we had killed the raptor in 1 or 2 shots, we would have probably been able to kill a few more, but yeah, I think we are dead. As the raptors are simply too many in this area. Also, we need to be on that thing so that we can jump over the fence at the end. Could try to move back this way, but there are many raptors on the ground. We are unarmed, so I think we are gonna die. I think I see a raptor over there. Yes, that's a raptor. And a brachiosaur over there too. This is like another path to this area. Okay, we will jump back. path here. We were hurt when we ramped down it. The Raptors, they cannot hunt us as much. They move back if we move too far away, unlike the Albertosaurus that hunted us for a very long distance. They can still sense us if we can see it. Sometimes. There it is. Can move up here. There's an invincible wall there. This visible wall here too. When I played this game in the past, I would be on that bridge or whatever and avoid the raptors that way. And then we would jump over the fence. Sometimes we would fall down because it was difficult to jump in certain areas. You need to jump from one part of it to another, but after a while you would succeed. There's a path here, but I don't believe we can move up too far. We'll try. Oh, there's no path there. There's another raptor, fuck. It will certainly kill us. We are supposed to move up there and not fall down right into the arms of the raptor, or the mouth of the raptor. We're supposed to be on that thing and then we're supposed to move up. I can save here, but as I see now that there's a way up here, we don't need to go back to the start. Good, perfect. Might be able
This
to make it now.
eventually has to go somewhere.
See, we're supposed to come all the way over there. A lot of wilderness that we haven't explored. If we fall down, we are essentially dead. So we'll save. Oh, thanks. We can use these as weapons, by the way, so we'll certainly keep them. There we have a raptor. Imagine if the raptors could jump. I don't believe they can jump too high though, but they could jump in the Dark Secrets version where they had implemented that feature. Fuck, that thing. If we manage to push these boxes onto the raptor, it will die. That's difficult to do. Here we have a little hut or whatever. I'm sure there is a gun there. But I wouldn't go down as the Raptors. Did we manage to kill that Raptor? It's a question. Maybe we managed to hit it with the box if we were lucky there. No, there is still a Raptor here somewhere. Beneath us. There's another Raptor. Imagine if they could jump. I don't believe they could jump this high anyway. They could jump enough to hit us on a box, for example. I don't know if they could jump this high. If they could, it would have been really dangerous. Then it would be a true horror game. I almost wish they had re-enabled the jumping of the Raptors. I believe that the CE engine might not have that. The other engine. Fuck, we are dead. Oh man. We killed the Raptor. Because we landed on the Raptor. That was cool. But there are other Raptors here. I think we will die anyway. Is there a gun there? Yes, a gun. You need to crunch to pick it up.
8 shots.
Perfect. Don't need that one anymore. This is a dangerous thing to walk on. Fuck! You almost died here.
8 shots.
Perfect, we have a good weapon now. We are almost dead. Could save it. In case we are killed. We were lucky that we landed on that Raptor, killing it. If we go back, I'm sure there might be another Raptor, but now we have a weapon. We have low health, so... What's happening down there? Might be even more dinosaurs there. I just want to move up again. That thing. I can't see it. Let's move over here.
8 shots.
They dropped the weapon. This is not good. It's not good to drop the weapon in this game. There are Raptor sounds around you. Just bring for the
8
gun
shots.
instead. It's harder to drop the gun. Fuck.
8 shots.
Click the wrong button there. You did it. There's a Raptor here somewhere. There it is.
7, 5, 4.
It's hard to hit them when we do not have a lot of shots.
8 left.
She has the gun on her wrist, by the way. Good. Got it. It was easier to hit it with this weapon.
3 shots.
Now it's doing the death sound. It's also cool that it has blood splatter. Here we hit it with the shotgun. It's a shame we wasted most of the pistol shots. We are no longer hurt. We heal over time, so that's good at least. Yeah, usually when you find a hut like this down on the ground, there is a weapon inside or outside of it. Now I just want to finish the stage before we're out of ammo and everything. I think, yeah, this is a problem. Okay, save game again, in case we fuck up. Good. Just because we don't like to fuck up, so we need to save yet again. This is very easy to mess up. Now we're here. We could have gone up that way too, but it's more difficult. It's better to move this way. Can look down too.
This isn't supposed to happen.
Oops, this is dangerous. This is really dangerous. Now we need to save again.
I graduated Summa. This should be happening to a policeman or a ninja.
You're right, Dan. Because this is really dangerous. Can't move on it very easily. You did it, perfect. There's another one of the Raptors.
2. 6 rounds.
Just jump past boxes too. Another one dead. Perfect. We can easily hit them with the shotgun. It's much more difficult with the pistol for some reason. Right, we got another Raptor. The ground. And now save again. Fuck, we fell down.
4 shots.
We are not supposed to not fall down. You're supposed to move up there. See. Let's move up fast before a Raptor shows up. They have a hard time following us here. Even if they could theoretically move up here. If they had jumping on it would be more dangerous of course, but they seem unable to follow us in these places. We reached the end. I believe when we move over that plank over there, we are gonna end this stage. There might be more dinosaurs to kill, like more raptors that I missed in the beginning and such. Beginning of this road, but we won't go back and look. Doesn't matter, we do not have a lot of clips anyway. We hurt ourselves too. Yeah, we finished the stage. Perfect. And now we'll see the game, because you never know if the dinosaur is the first thing that happens.
Eight shots.
Sounds like there is a dinosaur here somewhere. Here is a herbivore again. And there that herbivore. The pool. If he jump down here, we will die. Put the pistol to the side. I think it's the herbivore that is making those sounds. There we have an Albertosaurus. Another one of those giants, dangerous ones. There is one dangerous and one that's less dangerous, and we do not have a good weapon. We have a pistol. Won't be enough against an Albertosaurus for sure. Or at least I don't think so. Another gun.
6
that's
left.
perfect.
8 left. 6 left.
Alright.
8 left.
Ah, we're supposed to move down here. I see. This will take us down there to the herbivore. We are not protected from the Albertosaurus. Here we have a bat too. They can be used as weapons, but I don't know how to use them properly. They are not as good as guns, of course. They could be as good as guns if you know what you're doing. I saw that the idiot on YouTube, he killed a dinosaur with just one hit with that bat, but I don't know how to do it properly. He almost died. I'm a bit worried about that Albertosaurus, not this one but the other one, because as we saw in the previous stage, they never stopped hunting you when they saw you. And I do not have a good weapon to handle it now. And they seem to ignore the herbivores, unfortunately. So you need to somehow move past it. Without aggroing the carnivore. Trying to avoid the action essentially. We want to avoid the carnivore entirely. There might be raptors over here too, but we can handle the raptors. I'm just worried about the big one. We do not have a shotgun right now. We'll try to just move away. Right, there we have another box, I think. It's too close to the Albertosaurus. might be another one over there. I didn't see it wrong. It's a raptor, we are fine. I think. Yeah, here there are carnivores for sure. Raptors most likely. There I can see a raptor. Okay. I think it can sense us. Try to kill that one.
Seven, 6, 5.
Good. That. There's another one over there. Let's play the game again. So we don't never know if we fuck up. There's no how to save. Good, we did it. There is no how to save in this game. There's some boxes here. Oh, we have a bike. Motorbike. They're different.
Hasn't been used. 6 left. Hasn't been used.
This is a better weapon for sure. A weapon we might be able to kill the
6
dinosaurs
left.
with. We'll skip the Raptors and just move on. Kill more raptors instead, if there are any more here. I seem to remember there were one here somewhere. Yeah, there's another one. I think it's 2 actually. Yeah, 2 raptors. That's difficult. Let's save again. Kill one of them. Save.
That's it. Hasn't been used. That's it.
Both are dead. You need to go back. Water. Pick up our old gun. I believe we had a few shots left here. I dropped it because we found a new weapon. So we need to go back.
It's half gone.
Half gone. Here is where we drop the gun.
3 left.
3. It's better than none. There's a bike here, but we cannot use it, I believe.
Three left.
So this is like Trespasser, but expanded. We'll try Azlazon again later, the open world version, that only has 3 stages. It's unfinished, unfortunately, but looks more beautiful, way more beautiful. The areas are more epic, bigger. Might find a new weapon here, by the way, so maybe I didn't need to go back to this one. This house we might have a new weapon. Here I have a melee weapon, a mace. Never seen a hammer before, I believe. I suck at using hammers, so we'll pick up the gun again.
3 left.
Might be other guns here somewhere. Then we'll pick up a new gun instead. Construction personnel only. Try to open up the door. Yeah, totally big.
8 shots.
Thought there would be a gun inside here. Perfect. Jurassic Park.
Feels about half.
Have a map of Iceland Nublar. The ISO. Alright. Other stuff. I know there was one mod when we entered a building like this and the T-Rex showed up and killed us essentially.
8 left.
We're supposed to go there, I believe. We need to shoot those things down. Oh, that worked. We need a gun.
6 rounds.
here for some reason. Damn. I'm stuck. We can move back from the start. Okay. Okay. Fuck, don't push that thing. This is what we wanted to do. Good. The risk we push it down the wrong way if you don't want. You need to save here. You don't have to redo this. So now we need to go back and pick up
6
the gun.
rounds.
Now I can use this to jump. Fuck, we failed! That's good. Let's drop the gun. Good. Now
6
pick up
rounds.
the gun again. Fuck you. He failed again. What the hell? Must have placed it wrong there. Cannot jump here for some reason. Ah, now he could. Perfect. Oh, too bad.
It's half gone. 3 left.
Have to move all the way back here. It was difficult. I don't remember it being this difficult. This area. To go back to the beginning again. We can use this in some way. Fell down. We needed to use it, we just fucked up. Maybe we should have used it to build a bridge here.
3 left.
To waste our shots. That's not good. Fuck.
That's it.
Damn. No more shots. Oh, we could drag it
half
down.
of
Didn't know we could do that. We need to move back. Get the gun over at the house. Shame we wasted the shotgun ammunition there.
3 left.
Good, that worked. Lost the gun, great. That's the gun that had no ammo. Shot the gun, but we lost the other gun too. Wanted to move this so we could move on it, but oh,
3 left.
Good, we got the gun. Fuck, we failed. I think it moved closer to us. Good. Now we have almost no shots.
3 left.
Let's save again. In case there are any nasty surprises. Sun, this is very dangerous. There's a Raptor. I can see a Raptor over there. 2 Raptors. One Raptor. It's quite close to us. Coming straight here. We'll have to fight. Might be more over there. Could be even more over there. And they're both very close. Man, my right hand has some problems right now. It's like I've held it in the same position too long with the mouse. So I have some hurt. I need to lift it, shake it. Can try to just move past these guys. Avoid action there. This is another large area. Here's another friendly dinosaur herbivore. Move towards it. The problem is that the giant carnivores ignore the
A failed coffee plantation of the 1860s. Fields were marked out by stone walls. And to the west, the ruins of the plantation house still stand.
This might be a new stage, the plantation house. This one seems to follow us. No. I think there might be raptors here. There's another raptor. Also, the modder made it so that the game is more difficult the further you get. Unlike in the past. Oh, there's a Stegosaurus there. The Raptors will attack a Stegosaurus, but I don't believe they will necessarily attack anything else. Or they will. Yeah, they are attacking the Stegosaurus. Might actually kill the Stegosaurus. It killed it!
Empty. Feels about half.
It's eating from the Stegosaurus right now. That is pretty cool. It can eat the other dinosaurs, then it will ignore me for a while because it's already eaten. They treat those dinosaurs as food. The same way they do the player. I don't know why the giant ones ignore the herbivores. Yeah, it's literally eating from it. Looks very realistic. Now the other one is there, will it attack it too? Just I think it will. The Raptors might attack any other dinosaur. Even a T-Rex. Literally eating from the Stegosaurus. 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 Past that area. Might be more crazy stuff here. There's another one of the friendly dinosaurs. There's another raptor. No, it's the same. That's the Stegosaurus. We are moving back there. I think it came from there. There are two more raptors. And we'll move this way. I think the plantation house is over there. 3 raptors need to avoid. Still eating from the stegosaurus. You see the blood there. Still keep it occupied. Will not care about us for a while. And it has the stegosaurus right there. You want to find that plantation as we see
The
another
hunters
raptor
landed
there.
on May 13th, 1997, deep in the island's southwest. Most of them had worked at my African parks for years. They never stood a chance.
This is where they died.
The hunters.
Pass it on.
Would we kill
Empty.
it? It was empty, we had no choice but to get drop it. It's a
All
jeep.
those men. Almost out.
You're fucked, I think. We have no ammo, almost no ammo. Jesus, 2 of them!
Almost gone.
You think it's gone now? Might even be another one there. I think I see one. We need a new weapon fast. Fast. Or we're fucked. It died! I was lucky, it died thanks to that vehicle. It killed itself by running into this box here.
That's it.
It's empty. We have no ammo, but we
I
were
never
extremely...
mentioned a fire. I wonder how it started.
So Jesus, there were like 3 raptors here, and we are out of ammo. We were extremely lucky that it killed itself on this thing here. So that's why I had to save.
8 left.
Another weapon, perfect. Exactly what we needed. I need a second weapon if there is one. We're extremely lucky with this raptor here. That's the weapon we dropped. Here we have a laptop. A dead hunter. This is a new level, I think. I don't recall this place at all. With the 3 raptors and stuff. I don't recall it at all. You need to check all the areas here for weapons. We desperately need more weapons. You have cars, jeeps, trucks and motorcycles.
Technical. Must have had a cell modem.
Really old computer. Here, another weapon hopefully. Yes, exactly
5
what we need.
shots.
Oh, this is some kind of sniper weapon with a good, don't
8 shots.
remember. Okay. This is a really cool area. It's very simple in how it's made, but I like the story. They've never heard before, and it was also difficult with all the raptors they added here. It's a miracle that last one died. If it didn't die, we would probably have been killed before we had picked up the new weapons. We had 2 weapons laying around, but you know, it's difficult to pick them up in time when you're hunted by a raptor. The raptors seem to also be able to move past different equipment, but unlike the big ones, they die if they have collision with items sometimes. The big ones, I think, would have survived. Actually, this is quite fun. I usually, when I was a kid, I had no problem playing it, but I mean, I usually avoid games that are like horror, you know. That's why I don't play Resident Evil, because I feel like they are difficult.
8 left.
Fuck, we're stuck with the gun.
8 shots.
Cannot accept that. Good, I got it out of that collision. I think it's easy to hit the enemies with this shotgun or whatever it is. Now we might just go back where we started. Might even divide this video into more than one part, like stage 1, stage 2, and now it's stage 3, but this is a new stage. I don't believe I have ever played this before. It's one of the cut stages, I believe. With new content. As of yet it looks very much like the older ones, but they're difficult there. And the dinosaurs here, it's like another Raptor. Some of it I think it's a part of the old stage 3. Jesus!
Five shots. 4. 1. Empty. Technical. That's about a cell modem. 4.
Thank God!
That's it.
He literally shot it and still it survived.
4 bullets.
Jesus, sometimes we do not hit it even when we have the mark straight on. That's the word I forgot about, mark. We had the mark straight on it and still it didn't fucking die. We wasted 3 shots shooting straight at it. If there is another one, we'll use the shotgun, but otherwise we can keep it on the back. By the way, we can save the game. Again. This game there is no autosave, so we need to save a lot ourselves manually if you don't want to replay stuff. You can check this part, there might be a gun here somewhere. Usually there are guns where there are items. Here's a dinosaur horn. I believe they are weapons for sure. Yeah, I thought so. They are a melee weapon. Better than nothing. don't want it if you can get a gun.
Looks like 20.
20 shots, that's really good.
Four bullets.
4. I'm gonna use this first. Oh, we managed to push that car. Actually, this might be a stage I have played before. If the T-Rex is on this stage, then I've played this before, but certainly didn't have 3 Raptors at that location. That was new. There are additions to the old stages as well, like more dialogue and more stuff, like cut content on the old stages. Not only have they added 2 cut stages, but they have also added cut content from the older ones. So this could be the T-Rex stage, but it could also be a different stage. I remember the T-Rex stage had like a car in our way, in our path. Now I heard someone. There it is. The Raptor. 2 of them! They made it more difficult because in the old game there were never more than 1 in one location. Except with the Triceratops and with the T-Rex. 1 is down, perfect. And we will save. So if anything goes wrong. And another one down, perfect. With 1 shot, that's really good actually. As a kid I never saved this much. They are still doing their deaths. As a kid I never saved this often. So I had to replay more. Like from the start of the stage. Two Raptors. 1 location, that makes it much more dangerous. Here we have a different region.
Looks like 20. Only 2 left.
Only 2. That's good enough if you can kill them in 1 shot. We only used 2 shots and we killed those 2 Raptors, 1 for each. I heard something. Hopefully it's not fucking... There's a Triceratops over there. Where that's the... Albertosaurus. Yes, it is. Fuck, we died when we fell down here. That wasn't good. Will it find us and eat us is the question. We will wait and see. Right. Yeah, it's right here. So we can't kill an Albertosaurus with that gun. But we cannot do it with 2 shots. So it can actually jump down here. This will make it really dangerous. And it could find our dead body. It wasn't the Albertosaurus that killed us. We were killed by the jump. Then it found us anyway. It could eat us. Now we are falling down in a hole. Bug or something. You're done. down in this hole. This is why this game was kinda scary as a kid, because they stalk you. Okay, let's load the save. Okay, so you're here now. I think it's too dangerous to kill that thing. I think it's too strong. Move up here. Don't know how you died. Can try the same thing again, to be honest. We'll try it again. Or we could try to just pass that Albertosaurus by, but that's probably dangerous too. There's a house there. That might be the plantation house. This stage is named the plantation house. And yeah, I never remember they did place an Albertosaurus next to it. In the beginning they said so. You don't want to aggro the Albertosaurus. We'll move as far away from the Albertosaurus as possible, because when it has catched our scent, it will never stop hunting us until we kill it. The problem is that we have too few bullets to kill it. 2 won't be enough. There we have a raptor. Could probably kill the raptor. I don't know if it's alone. We'll move around it. I think there are 2 raptors there now. See it? Let's see the game. So we are over here. So we don't want to fuck up this. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. 1 shot, 1 kill. We need to kill the second one too. It's that one doing the death sounds. Where did the other one go? There it is. Jesus!
That's it. Looks like 20.
You'll kill this one. Thank God.
Empty.
The weapon. There's another one, we're in trouble. We'll check anyway. We do have a pistol still. Some shots. I think if we move to the water there we'll have another voice. We'll do that. It was in the original game, I believe. Just move to this location now. Let's move there.
15 or so.
There is something here. is another one alive, I think. Maybe behind that stone. I think it's behind that stone. Yeah, it's right there. Another beach. Alright, I can kill that raptor next. I think it's hunting us on the beach, by the way. Might come for us. If we do not go to where it is, it will come to us. Seems to aggro us the entire beach here. Scripted to hunt us. Maybe it returned to the stone. Save again. The stage is a restored stage. It's named the Plantation House, I believe. So we are supposed to go to that house, but the Albertosaurus was there too. It's dangerous. It's running back for some reason. Now it's time to face off. 4 shots to kill it.
Around 10?
10. I don't think that's enough for the Raptors. So this was an extremely realistic raptor back in the day. Could explore the beach. There's nothing over there. I think I will divide this video into 3 parts, like stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. We're in the middle of stage 3 now, which is not even stage 3 of the official game. I don't think so. The uncut stage. This is pretty cool too. So look at things from this view. Moving water. There we have a road. Wonder where it leads. Part of the fun of this game is exploring new areas. Not just killing dinosaurs or running from dinosaurs, but exploring the terrain. I'm pretty sure this was the first game with like an open world area where you weren't inside a house or something. There's a raptor down there, by the way. There are those shares where the family was eaten, but the difference between the movie, the Jurassic Lost World, and this is that it wasn't a raptor that killed
10
them.
shots.
It was actually those smaller carnivores that killed them. Imagine if the raptor could jump like in Dark Secrets, we would be fucked. it might still be able to run up the hill. It's like the game rewards us for exploring, and this area was in the original game, but it was much smaller. Like you had very little to see, and then you had no shares and nothing. It didn't look like it actually. You want to kill the raptor, of course. Thank God.
4 bullets.
Take a bite. Come on, I won't hurt you. Mommy! Daddy, you're supposed to come see this! I found something!
But I believe there were no smaller dinosaurs in this game, so they had to use the Raptors. Unfortunately, it was supposed to be those really small carnivores. I've seen in the Return to Jurassic Park game, however, that they added a smaller carnivores there, so they do exist in Trespasser. The Idiot's mod, he had added those smaller carnivores that killed the family on the beach. I remember killing them in his mod. They were not in the original game, I'm pretty sure. But to be true to the movie, he should probably replace the Raptor here with a smaller carnivore from the Return to Jurassic Park mod. I believe if you use the 2013 release of that mod and then you use the cheat so that you start at the research facility of the first movie, then when you explore the outside area of that facility, you can find a Raptor, and you can also find a Raptor inside the house, in the facility I mean. And you can find the Raptor looks like in the movie, first movie. And then you can find some other dinosaurs. I believe the T-Rex in one area. Here it was in the movie essentially, and next to the Jeep, and you can find some herbivores that are friendly, and you can find two smaller dinosaurs and some other carnivores too. We'll not take that path as we do not know what carnivores are up there. We'll move the same path when we return. Then we'll try to avoid the Albertosaurus. Unless of course he came from there, then we'll move this path. Oh, I think he came from here. Alright, we'll move towards the plantation house. Question is how we will avoid that Albertosaurus that was located there. So you do not want to get eaten by the Albertosaurus. So I never planned on playing Jurassic Park Lost World Trespasser. Then I saw that there was a new mod that enhanced the original game, and that was standalone and easy to install and play. Then I felt like, why not? We had to try it. Now when I actually enjoyed this, we could as well try the other ones. I never really played others. I played 2 episodes of Return to Jurassic Park. The problem was that I had done quite a lot in that mod in the research facility, and then I died, and then I had forgotten to save There's the Triceratops. We just need to avoid the horn, then we'll survive it, but the Albertosaurus is something else. And we saw they ignored the Triceratops, so we cannot count on it to attack as herbivore instead. There's the plantation house. We want to go into that plantation house. Fuck, there's the Albert fucking Saurus. We'll save here, just in case we decide to fight it.
4 bullets. 1 empty.
We are done. Try to jump, but I don't think it works in this game. In this mod, I mean. In the original game we could just jump away from any dinosaur. But in this one I think it's dangerous. This game I think it will fail. Yeah, I remember on the cover of the game, the Albertosaurus was the dinosaur. Fuck no.
Beautiful. Spanish colonial.
Can the Albertosaurus reach us here? Maybe it can. She moved up there.
It's like the learning channel.
This is the plantation house. I remember on the cover of the game you had this house and then you had the Albertosaurus inside of it with the answer shit. There it is, the Albertosaurus. It was seen like having its head inside the windows. Shit. We have no weapons. Still possible to jump, but it's more dangerous. I think it's not as effective. Still effective enough to avoid them, but not effective enough to be entirely safe.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm not gonna make it back from here, am I?
Seems to be something over there. There's not more here. Alright. Doesn't look nearly as impressive as on the cover. I think it looks smaller scale. Oh, we could do that. Perfect. Here we have a gun.
20.
20 shots. That's perfect. Gun box. I don't think we can do anything with those boxes. Might be other stuff down there if we go to other areas. don't know if there are raptors inside too. Look at the window. Crashed, what? And I tried to move down this door. Ah, fuck. Then we landed here. We continue another time. We cannot move down that door, it crashed. Ah, too bad. I enjoyed this playthrough. That sucked.
My name is John Parker.
Alright. Load. Latest save. Damn, we didn't even save in the house. That means we need to run past the Albertosaurus again. Okay, thank you for watching. See you later. We will upload the first and second stages as their own videos, and then the third one will be its own even if we didn't finish it. Thanks for watching. Bye.